What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GRATESBBQ. I'm Big Ed, and today we're doing ribs. We're not using any brand rub. We're going to create our own kind of layering flavors today. We will be doing rib tips. If I'm doing ribs, I'm doing rib tips. I like maximizing whole spare ribs and getting the most bang for my buck. I will be using some meat church on that, but let's hop right into it. Alright guys, here's the star of the show. We got our pork spare ribs and rib tips out here, and we're going to do this real quick. For a binder, we're going to go with some Texas Pete. Got to work quick, flies is out. Alright, these flipped over. Come back on the back side. We'll come with some of this Lori seasoning salt. Next, we have some kosher salt. Okay, next, we're going to come with a little garlic powder. Not a little bit of smoked Spanish paprika. Just for a little color. And last but not least, some black pepper. Right. One more salt. Get that patted in. Got a little bit too much paprika right there. Alright guys, I didn't realize that my iPhone had overheated while I was recording, but I know I picked up most of the seasonings for the ribs. Again, that was just Lori seasoning salt. There was kosher salt, paprika, black pepper, and some garlic powder. For the rib tips, we went with Meat Church's Holy Gospel, and that's pretty much all we missed. And so here's how we're looking. As you can see, our smoke is already up a little bit above 250 degrees. So, all right, guys, so we got our meat all seasoned up. We're about to go ahead and get this things onto the smoker. We're already up to 250 degrees. We got our water already down in the belly of the pit, and we're ready to get smoking. I'm going to go ahead and bunch these ribs up as I put them onto the rack or to the grate. Get them nice and straight. The way you set your ribs is the way that they're going to cook. And I'll go over here. Same thing for my rib tips. And just look at these rib tips, man. I'm excited. Man, I don't know which one I'm excited for more, the ribs or these rib tips. Probably the rib tips. And that's how we're looking in this smoker, smelling awesome. Put these things to bed, and I'll see them in about an hour and a half. Got another one right there, ready to go when this one burn out. Clean smoke. Alright guys, so we're about the 4-hour mark for these ribs and rib tips. I haven't done a lot of looking today, just a couple of spritzes here and there. But we'll go ahead and see how we're looking in the inside, get these things wrapped up. I know it's about that time, and I'll finish them off. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna just look at the color on these things. Open this up. Absolutely beautiful color. Beautiful mahogany color. And look at these rib tips. A little bit of a flyover. See that beautiful mahogany color. Nice protrusion on these bones, and they just smell amazing. Nice and moist. So we're gonna go ahead and get these things wrapped up, and let them roll a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna get these ribs out. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Nicely rendered. They'll bend, but they never break. All right. Look how beautiful that fat just rendered. You see that? Come back with the spritz. Butcher paper. Alright. Just like that, they go back in. Alright, so we got our rib tips moved into our pan, and I got my sauce right here. Nice, beautiful homemade sauce. We about to, you know what we about to do. Right on there. So we'll go ahead and let these continue to break down. We're gonna wrap them up, let them break down in this sauce a little more, and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, so our rib tips are wrapped up, ready to soak up some of that sauce. And in the meantime, we're gonna throw these bad boys right there alongside the ribs. In 30 minutes or so, that's it. Already tender, just want to soak up some of that sauce. I'll come out here in 30 minutes, sauce the ribs, and that'll be a wrap. All right, guys, so no brush today. We're just gonna spoon some sauce right over these. Gonna leave them in the foil. Just remove this paper. Making ourselves a foil boat. I'm gonna grab these by the bone. Flip them. And man, these are tender. They're ready to give it up. So, just gonna come down with this sauce. And flip them back. Away fly. Same thing to the front. Back into the smoker they go. But not before I show you how pretty that is, man. Look at that. Alright guys, we have our ribs out of the smoker and look at that. Look at that beautiful mahogany color. So we are going to let these rest for a little bit, get them cut up, and I'll of course be in the camera taking a bite in just a bit. Okay, here they are to start to show these ribs. I'm about to spin these around. Get the cutting on these. One about right here. Just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Grab another one. That beautiful smoke ring. You're gonna come back up and see how we done. Good pork. Man, those ribs was absolute money. Let's get into these rib tips. That boy's right there. Let's get it. Boy, if this ain't butter, what is? And just look at that. This is absolute rib candy. You saw that? Rib candy. Meat drip. Right here. Guys, if you're trimming your ribs and you're throwing these ribs, that top part away to make that St. Louis cut, throw that bone away, that plate bone that's right there, and then make your cut. And I'm telling you, man, this is where it's at. This is like, to me, like the burn-ins of the rib. You know, it's got that juiciness. It's just, you know, high in fat content, but just when cooked right and it's rendered right, it's absolutely delicious. I highly recommend these. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this cook. If you enjoyed this video, man, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. We appreciate that. And hey, this is Big Ed of GRATESBBQ saying until next time, peace, love, and God bless.